afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. Good afternoon. I am Styrofoam Rob. This is Cups and the Gang live from the motherfucking hot box. It's the Monday meeting. You know I got my dog with me. Bleed Blue for the shoe. Nap Nation J Lethal, what it do, man?
What
God
it do,
damn,
what
it's
it do.
Monday, my dog. Yes, sir. The season is right around the corner. NFL season about to start September 4th. College football has kicked off. It
Shout out
wouldn't
to
be the
Death Valley. Shout out to
come on,
Death
man.
Valley. Yeah,
The real
heard. Shout out to them Bad Rules boys.
to the real Valley. Shout out to the real Valley. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of shouts out, man, I want to give a shout out to the one, the only, future quarterback number one, QB1 of the Indianapolis Colts, the current quarterback for the Texas motherfucking Longhorns.
Woo!
Shout out to
Give him
that
the
boy
arch.
Arch.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
No.
Pause.
But I mean, to be fair,
It was his first game, bro. Tough opponent, bro. Coming the national champs, okay? Defending champs, first game, first career start. You know what I'm saying? What did we expect? We expected him to be like this. Not everybody did. Everybody expected him to come light it up and look like Jaden Daniels or goddamn Caleb Williams. But in all honesty, you know what I'm saying? We got what we should have gotten. First game, big jitters against a real component, a real competent team, not just SMU from the old days or North Dakota, just to be playing them on an open Saturday.
I do want to make 2 points. This is not his first start. This is not his first season.
We're saying first legit. These is the keys to the you got the keys to the Ferrari. When he was playing, he got the chance to borrow that joint for a night. He got the Ferrari now. He the
My dog,
owner of the Ferrari.
El Residente San Jose, currently in transit as we speak. What's going on, my brother?
You already know what it is. Life is lovely.
What's the thermometer reading out there, my brother?
I think it's like 85, 86.
We got to be like 70 something where we at right now, ain't legal.
Just a little bit.
Ain't nothing crazy. Let me see. Oh, 78, actually.
78. Let me
Yeah.
double check. We are at a whopping 77 on the east side of Richmond. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I'm coming through
saying?
Georgia. Eyes peeled for the
So,
popo.
so El Residente, man. Oh, but before I get to you, well, no, I do want to hear from you. What did you see in Arch Manning's debut for the University of Texas?
Um, Jitters for sure. I think Lethal made a pretty decent point about the fact that it's not his. You said it's not his first start. It's not, and this is definitely a level up in competition when you look at going from playing the North Texases of the world, reigning national
Reigning
champions,
national so
you know, with the level defensive. Can y'all still see me? Y'all can hear me?
we got background. Roomy Road, what's happening, gang? Yeah, we
What's
still
up,
got some
fellas?
background.
What's up?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you step up in class. There's gonna be that learning curve. I think Arch has to get more comfortable with the bullets flying at this level. I do think he's gonna get better over the course of the season. I mean, I even think in the course of the fourth quarter, you saw him starting to feel more comfortable within like figuring out what was going on. But he had a bad game. I mean, I think it actually could be a good thing, especially what happened in the first game of the season, because now maybe people could pump the brakes on some of this expectation they have on him. it could probably be a blessing, in disguise. Because if he comes out and balls out and like just destroys Ohio State, the hype meter is gonna go times 10. So now the question is, instead
Yeah,
instead of it
and
being, is how good is Arch? It's, oh, is he the best? Is he the greatest quarterback we've ever seen in college? It would happen that quickly. So I actually sort of like the fact that he had the game that he had. He showed the result that he did in the fourth quarter. I also think a lot of it fell back on coaching. Coaching did not help. When you got a young quarterback that you're trying to get rolling, and you continually going for it on fourth down like you're playing Madden football, like that's just not a smart thing to do. At some point, take the points that's on the board. That game could have easily been a 8 point game in that going into that fourth quarter, as opposed to being a 14 point lead because they refused to just kick field goals or just punt the ball. Like, just do smart stuff and let the defense was playing really well for Texas. The offense was struggling to get it going. You don't get the offense going, I continue to go for it on fourth down, especially considering what happened last year in the playoffs. That was the exact same problem you had. You did the exact same thing, and you learned nothing coming to a new year. So I don't put all of it on Arch. I put a lot of it on Steve Sarkisian and his coaching staff to put his team in better positions to win.
Rumi Road, do you have an analysis from Arch Manning's debut game? Well, not his debut, his season opener.
I pretty much almost agree with everything Red said. You pretty much hit everything on the money. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. Archie definitely just didn't look comfortable at all. I will say, Matt Patricia definitely called a good defense. Because a lot of
For
people definitely was
sure.
skeptical. Was skeptical of how he was going to do. But when you kind of look at some of the Arch Manning games going back to last season, the talent wise was just okay. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was playing the top notch team. So this was like his real first test against a top 10 conference, if you ask me. So, it's only game one. It was me personally. It was expected. I didn't really see too much. I didn't expect a whole lot out of him. It's a long season, but like he said, you want everybody wants you to be great first game, first play, the whole game. Like, it's a building curve, it's a learning curve. It's gonna take time.
Right.
Only thing just because he got the last name Manning, that's not gonna make you great. Eli and Peyton wasn't great in college either. So you know what I'm saying?
Neither of them have college national
I,
championships.
Yeah.
I hear all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hear all of y'all, and I don't necessarily disagree. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I was saying throughout the game was I understand, you know what I'm saying, what Rez was talking about, going on fourth downs and stuff like that. I still feel like, coaches call the plays, and somebody got to strap on the helmet and make it happen. And there was an opportunity on the goal line for Arch to push that joint in on a fourth down. It wasn't a tush push, but it was a quarterback sneak, and he was stopped short on that jump. At that point, I think the score was either 0-14 or 7-14, and that touchdown would have made it a one possession game. And throughout the rest of the course of the game, I mean, guys, this is the reigning national champion, right? Ohio State, they just won the national title last year. You telling me that an offensive team led by Steve Sarkisian held the national title champions to 14, and y'all and I don't care what type of pedigree people are saying that he has. We know what he's capable. Well, we thought we knew. That's all I'm saying. We thought we knew what bro was capable of. I'm not right or wrong, but I'm saying though, just like y'all said, we not playing Louisiana, Lafayette, or wherever of the world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is goddamn the Ohio State, and I'm not gonna say he laid an egg, but there were definitely opportunities that he had to seize that football game. And I'm just like Red said, I'm hoping that I don't want to say I'm hoping that the love stops. I'm definitely waiting to see how partial people are to this situation, because I am absolutely certain Deion Sanders is not in the news at all. He got shit on because he lost. We're still talking about whether or not he's making good decisions at quarterback. I just want to know if Shedeur Sanders would have came out and laid a game like that against a Notre Dame or Georgia Tech. if people would have been like, well, it's let's just see what he has coming in, week 2.
Right, let me ask you this: what defense did Shador Sanders play as good as Ohio State's defense?
None.
To my last year.
Any point in his life?
Oh shit. Damn, now you put it like that, huh?
I mean,
Well, oh, I get well.
This is my point. We want to come out against the number one defense in the nation, coming off of a national. This guy was not good at all.
Mm-hmm.
oh, bro.
I don't know. I
Like
mean,
that. That's a
the two
terrible
teams that they had
comparison.
played against, it made it look like their defense was like that because they just got blown out by like a few of them teams. Like when they
Right,
played Oregon and
right.
a couple, you know what I'm saying? It was like,
Right. Anytime they played a defense that was halfway decent, they struggled mightily. This dude had his first real start, his first actual start ever of the car against the best team in the nation from last year. No, dog. Come on, dog. Don't do that. We're better than that. We don't got to do that. The
I'm just
story,
saying, bro.
Arch has
I'm
got a
just saying,
long
bro.
season. Arch got a full season, bro. He had a full season. That team is very talented. And we can sit here and talk about, like there was a lot of drop balls, right? There was balls that weren't placed perfectly, but they were easily catchable.
mhm.
There was a third down pass where he tried to sidearm that Joe. He threw it a little crazy. It was like 35. I feel you. Hey, look, and like I said, I'm not putting it all on Art. I did want to bring that up though. I got my nigga leaving. Yeah, I just want to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like I want to know what kind. Cause like I said, bro, I feel like this is my first time seeing bro actually playing a game. And I know he played last year. You know what I'm saying? Especially with with Quinn Ewers and stuff like that. But what type of quarterback is he really? You know what I'm saying? And if this was the biggest test of the season, it's like how like are we going to be saying, well, who did he play this week, or it's not Ohio State, and look how he looked this week.
I see that.
If this was the best test of the season, because I mean we asked the question last week if this is already the biggest game of the year, not even for Texas or Ohio State, but just like across football. Is this going to be the biggest matchup of the season? And I think people was like, yeah. So what other opportunities is he gonna have to either elevate his perception of himself, or either Texas ranking?
All right, sorry, my phone overheated. Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So what I was saying, I'm sorry. What I was saying was like it's gonna be a long season, dog. He gonna have a full season, and those skill positions, like it seems like the skill players will have some issues as well. There's a lot of drop balls, some easily made. The push that's less about the quarterback than that line. So why don't you, as Steve Sarkisian, as the head coach, say, you know what? Let's line up for the tush push and figure out some kind of great alternate play outside of it. The Eagles, the thing I like that the Eagles started doing last year was they started passing out of the tush push position. They started doing halfback tosses out of the tush push position. There's stuff you can do outside of it without just trying to push up the middle when you realize you can't get the push. That defensive line is washing their defensive line every single time that came up. So to continue to do it is stupid.
Well, go
But
fight
Arch
then.
as a quarterback is gonna get better, dog. He's gonna get better. Like he's gonna either get more comfortable. Those skill players are gonna gel better and play better alongside him, and they're gonna be a better team. Like Texas will make the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
But so yeah, I'm not counting him out or nothing like that. I'm just saying it's like if this was the test of the season, it's like how else are we gonna rank or measure up his performances compared to that? I'm not saying he shit the bed. I'm not saying he had a. People will say that he had a mediocre
He
game,
had a
like
terrible first three quarters.
completion percentage.
He had an awful first three quarters.
Yeah,
But that fourth quarter showed you
you know
something.
what I'm saying? For sure.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like as the game went on, like you could tell it was a lot of like, oh dip, never been through this before. Oh dip, never went through this before. But down 14, coming into the fourth quarter, He put the points on the board with his arm. It wasn't, oh, we stumbled into a point, stumbled into a score. Nah, he put the team on his back. It's just I don't think play calling helped them. I think they kept calling stuff that wasn't working. Even the announcer, if you was watching, the announcer kept saying like, "This is a really bland game call from Steve Sarkisian." He said it throughout the game.
Agree.
So like it's stuff that's I think Stark looks back and says, "Damn, I didn't put my team in the best position to be successful," and I think that's going to get better over the course of the year as well. We'll see what Arch looks like. I think Texas fell to what, eighth?
That's tough.
I
Tough.
think
I haven't seen the rankings, but it's
yeah, I
tough.
think they fell to eighth. I want to say like no later than 10th. So if you lose to now the number one team in the country. So as opposed to doing what Georgia did and playing what Marshall, they actually took on like a real game to start the season. Imagine if they started out if instead of playing Ohio State game one, they play Marshall and beat Marshall 53-2. Completely different conversation.
I'm with
But
you.
they decided no, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna play against somebody week one. And at the end of the day, they're gonna be rewarded for that. Because now their only loss is to the reigning national champions, who are now number one team in the nation. Because they're one, your LSU is two.
They- yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of LSU, I mean, you are a man of your word. I see the transaction. How do you feel about the season opener in Death Valley?
So I wasn't watching because I was at dinner with my family. Shout out to the whole gang, love y'all.
No.
But I had the game cast on my phone, and I could see it was a very similar situation to what I explained about Ohio State. I don't get why people just won't kick field goals and like play good field position ball. Like it just makes sense. I want to say Cade had an interception in the third quarter that was really costly. Like within like the 30 on the 30, I want to say that was really costly for the team. You know, but defensively, Clemson was what Clemson is. Played really well defensively. Offensively, still got to figure that part out. We got to figure out how to get Cade going. I think a lot of Heisman hype was killed week one, which I kind of like. So now we can just play football and try to like win games, as opposed to trying to like boost up this quarterback to this Heisman conversation. If it happens, it happens. But we shouldn't be playing football trying to win Heisman. We're trying to win a championship. So, but the defense played really really well against what everybody says supposed to be a pretty good LSU defense, the LSU offense. The LSU defense was apparently really good. Their corners are apparently nasty. Um,
Yeah.
but it's not over for Clemson in the ACC. Fell down to ninth, I want to say. So there's still a lot of opportunity to make the playoff and win the conference title.
Ha- So obviously, I mean, it was a close game. It wasn't. I don't feel like it was lopsided. I feel like both quarterbacks um, didn't play a stellar game, but they were definitely hooping. You know what I'm saying? As far as pushing the ball down the field, I mean, both of them had
Yeah,
over 200 yards passing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. A lot of 20-20 action. A lot of
Yeah.
20-20 action. Yeah.
Do you
But
feel
both
like?
defenses are also nuts.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, do you feel like this is going to be your best test of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we got Carolina at the end of the year, so that's always a dogfight. But yeah, I mean, you play a team like a LSU, which is pedigreed, in the SEC, which everybody still says it just means more. So you know, that's gonna be a tough fight. But I think Clemson has a lot of film to look at and say, okay, a lot of areas we hurt ourselves. Again, hopefully coaches look at film and say, you know what, this Madden style of calling games where we're just like, who needs to kick field goals? I know we missed a field goal, but we missed a field goal. LSU missed a field goal too. But like, you gotta put trust in your players, dog. And like a lot of times, like when you go away from what is a very sound game plan to try to take risks, it shows your team a lack of trust in everybody being able to do their job,
Right.
and it can be demoralizing. It really can. It's my same issue with Dan. I kept trying to remember Dan, the coach from the Lions.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, like that's my issue with Dan Campbell. Is Dan Campbell plays this like riverboat run style of play, and when it works, it's great. But when it doesn't, like you're literally taking away, like you're putting your team in a hard position and just being like, oh well, we can overcome it. You can't overcome it that many times. That's why it's called a risk. If it was the play that made the most sense, everybody would just do it all the time. But that like a lot of people have adopted his style of coaching, and I don't think it's helpful.
Right. I mean, I, I, I'm with you. I partly agree. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes aggressive play calls is necessary in certain times. Um,
Right?
and
Yeah.
like
But you got to pick and choose your
I
spots.
feel like you can be aggressive at on the opening drive. I just feel like it's about
Yeah.
how you do it, and like you said, if it doesn't work, but I feel like that's a separate conversation, which I'm willing to have. But what I wanted to ask you was, while since we were talking about Clemson, is what did you feel like the difference between these teams and the Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence teams? Do you feel like y'all haven't reached that quarterback yet, or do you feel like it has to do with Dabo's not
Skill
wanting to
positions.
hit the transfer portal, or
He actually did. No, he actually did. He like so now. Um, you know this name. Damn, what's the guy's name? Shit. Levon Kirkland. So Levon
okay,
Kirkland actually. So they've established an NIL division, and Levon Kirkland's actually over it. Levon Kirkland, Clemson grad, um, NFLer, played for the Steelers and a few other teams. But he's actually over the NIL department now. So NIL and transfer portal. So they are doing the transfer portal. We got a couple players that we actually brought into the transfer portal. It's just the skill positions, man. Like that marriage between skill positions and quarterback during the Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence. Like think about the wide receivers that came through during that time. Also, my understanding is that Antonio, I don't know, I'm forgetting names. Antonio Williams got hurt
yeah,
during the game as well. So when your best wide receiver goes out against a defense as good as LSU, that's gonna make things more difficult. But Cade isn't, Cade ain't like I don't think Cade Klubnik's a generational talent at
yeah,
quarterback. He's definitely not Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson. So like the skill set at quarterback isn't at that level, and the wide receivers are not as ahead of the rest of the competition as they were when we had, even a John Ross. We had a or T Higgins or
Hunter Renfro,
no, what I mean, like D Hop, all of those guys, like they're not those guys.
and I mean y'all also,
But our defenses are still
yeah,
solid.
I mean y'all still sending defenders. Um, who was I about to say? And y'all had ukulele. I mean, what? Like I said, I'm not gonna say yeah, it's definitely a gap because I mean Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence is two different guys, especially when we talk about college
Yeah, those are generational
levels. You
guys.
know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
But shoot, even with Kelly Bryant, but even when we had Kelly Bryant, it still was the skill positions were good enough to hold everything else up. There's still Will Shipley out there. There's still Phil Maffa out there. Like there's still like these guys out there that can, even if you had a limited quarterback like Kelly Bryant, you could still do massive damage. And I think that to a degree, Cade Klubnik is that guy. He has a great arm. Cade Klubnik just lacks confidence in his ability. Like he's either he gets too confident or not confident at all, and he doesn't have anything in the middle, which is the problem for him.
I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that. So, Rumi Road, I forget who your team is. It your team play this weekend?
Huh?
I forget who your college team is.
I really don't have a favorite. I'm just a fan of the game, honestly.
Right. All right, for sure. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about to
I don't
say.
really got a,
So,
I don't got a favorite. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I will say was
He loves Delaware.
I
Well,
will say this:
hell, State.
Alabama ain't looked right since Nick Saban left. I will tell you that much. Alabama looking real trash.
I mean, what it is? Because I mean, they still got ballers at every level. Is it
Yeah,
really? Is it
definitely.
like?
But once Saban left, a lot of the players that they did have had left along too. They definitely had a lot of transfers,
Coaching goes a long
especially in
way.
college. People like the relationships that bond and stuff like that. And some people was like, shit. Once Saban left, they was like,
It goes
nah,
a
I'm good.
long way.
Niggas look at
Alabama.
Florida State. They lost to a team that was horrible last year. Only won 2 games. So I
Yeah, they
mean,
lost to shit. I mean, shit had lost to Vanderbilt last year, which was the first.
didn't they lose to
Lost to
Villanova?
I know Vanderbilt. I don't know about Nova, but I know Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
Alabama didn't lose to
No, they
Villanova
lost to
last year.
Vanderbilt.
they lost to Vanderbilt. Diego.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I just
Pavia.
I mean,
that
Florida State
down.
ain't no slouch at all, but Alabama's supposed to beat Florida State. No offense.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Florida State just
Eighth
never
ranked
put in
Alabama
that
is
work.
supposed to beat them for sure.
Yeah, and they got
Oh,
cremated.
man. So just really quick, fellas. The trade has happened. Michael Parsons is a Green Bay Packer.
Yep, for sure.
Off the rip, are we buying? Are we buying the Green Bay Packers this year?
Buying as far as what? I mean, they could possibly win the division and go to the playoffs.
They'll
But
make
they're
the
gonna win the division.
playoffs.
Yeah, they're not
I
going
don't got to
further
win
than
the
that.
national. I don't got to win the chip.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
They might. They'll probably be top four in the NFC West. I mean NFC. I don't see them. I still got us ahead of them. I still have the Eagles ahead of them. I still have probably Commodores ahead of them.
Commodores. I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do this year. That's probably one of the teams I really want to see how they're gonna
Yeah,
do.
I'm interested to see how it all works out.
Yeah. Now you got a full
But I
year of
think those
tape
are the
on
top.
them.
Yeah, I think those are the top four in the NFC in my estimation.
We got
I
people
can see.
talking. Jordan Love is now in MVP favorite conversations, and Michael Parsons is in Defensive Player of the Year conversations.
People gotta have
Michael
headlines. That's all. It's just clickbait right now.
I've just seen people shut Michael Parsons down too many times for me to have him in an MVP conversation. We're
Yeah,
going to the
he's just
Packers.
yeah.
Like he's like when they play against us, he's just a dude with a jersey.
Just a
Parsons.
jag. He's a
Yeah,
jag.
dog. He ain't no killer when he comes to Santa Clara. So like maybe that changes this year. But I mean I know he got the numbers, but you know back to a conversation that I've been having jokingly over the years, but I think definitely has some teeth to it. Dog, podcasting it don't go well with being an active player, bro. It does not. It does. There's there haven't been enough. I don't think there's enough data to do full studies on it.
What's up?
But no player with a podcast is killing.
I'm dead.
Facts. I mean, unless you play RP.
Nobody with a pod. Not one player with a podcast. Are you like, yo, this dude here comes out and
Yeah, no,
dominates,
it's nah.
right?
It's too much.
Which which why my guy Cam Ward about to win Rookie of the Year. He ain't trying to start no podcast. He ain't trying to make a rap album. He ain't trying to create no clothing line. Do want to play football. American football player Cam Ward.
American
Mm-hmm.
football player. Shout out to Cam Ward.
It's the American
Shout out
way.
to Cam Ward.
So the NFL season is fastly approaching. Who can y'all see as a big name being the first to be traded away from their team
This year,
this year, this coming season
In football?
in the NFL? I'm gonna go ahead and start by saying if the season is going downhill fast, for the Miami Dolphins, we can see the cheetah on the move. I'd say about
Tariq,
week 6, 7.
I can
I
see
was
that too.
shocked. I was shocked he wasn't traded over the offseason.
So,
This is
but
the first time like I've ever had like a fantasy draft year and be like, there's no way I'm drafting that guy.
I still took him. I still took him in a couple of my leagues. I was like, wherever he is, if he's healthy, he's gonna affect the game immensely.
I skipped over him every single time I had a chance.
But
It's
yeah,
too risky.
I can see him being traded early if things go downhill fast. They're gonna try and get as much value for him.
Now watch this though. If he gets traded, I think he gets traded back to the Chiefs.
Oh,
I could if he's made available, I'm almost certain that the Chiefs will do any and everything that they can
Yep,
to bring him
yep,
home.
he will. That's a
And
very Chiefs move. Think about all the players that left. All of them. Shoot, Kareem Hunt. Like every time they come back, they always come back to the Chiefs.
that's
I
true.
can absolutely see that. As far as another guy,
You don't see too many trades during the NFL season. That's what I will
Yeah, I'm
say.
trying to think like such like big name players. I don't expect it to be big name players. I'm actually shocked at the amount of trades we saw during the preseason. Like that was weird. You don't
Yeah.
normally see that many like trades of players during the preseason, but we had a lot of trades in the preseason.
That's
At least a
crazy.
lot more compared to like something should have easily happened during before the draft or draft night. It was like, nah, we're gonna do it now. Like, why are we doing this now? Like even Brian Robinson, like we got Brian Robinson during preseason.
Hmm.
shout out to Brian Robinson. No, somebody in my fantasy league with their number 1 overall pick. It was in my ESPN league. With their number 1 overall pick took CMC.
Yeah, that was not a good idea. Even though I'm hearing really great things from training camp and from preseason, like from the people who seen him in training camp, that's a risk, man. That's another guy. Well, I skip over CMC because of my rule about like not drafting players that I have personal like I have like emotional connection to
Hmm.
because it never goes well. Like either they get hurt like very early, or I get really frustrated with them because they're just not doing anything, and they're hurting the team. So I just stay away from them so I can just have like actual football to worry about with them instead of fantasy numbers.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't have took CMC with, and I had number one pick in like 2 drafts I was in. I didn't take CMC once.
Yeah, I grabbed him.
I never looked to take him in not one league. He's an automatic no for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All
makes
right,
sense.
fellas. Real quick before we get out this jump, man. Who is going to win the NFC North?
I'll take the pack. I'll take the Packers.
I'm still hold on to the Lions. I'm hold on to the Lions.
Uh, y'all not gonna like it, bro. But bear down, bro. You
Oh
gotta
hell
bear.
no.
Oh wow,
Oh
nah, that's
hell
crazy.
no. That's a
Gotta
serious hell no.
bear down. Look, I'm
You're
telling
gonna
you,
see
dog.
by week 5, you're gonna be like, why the hell I pick these fools?
No,
Uh,
Johnson, dog. BJ, gotta get that BJ. You know what I'm saying?
And Caleb to me is just not the guy.
Oh, Ray, how do you know that?
Hey man, I seen from what I seen the first year, when I started hearing out of training camp. To me, if you're looking bad in OTAs, man, and that's in shorts and helmets, like, come on, man. You don't just flip that on once the season
yeah,
starts.
he could have up and just walked off the field. Like
You see what I'm saying?
Vance
Like,
is
what kind of
different,
shit is
yo.
that, man?
I think Marino. Yeah. That's what we can't have cameras at training camp. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Mans
You
is
never,
different.
Corner
you
different.
never, you never, you was never in the classroom or somewhere and tried to do the little paper jump in the trash can. Kobe, and you missed it. He was like, ah, you know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you,
but
That's
but
bro.
that's
but
that's
but But the thing is, I don't get paid with the ball into the trash can. He gets paid to throw
But I'm
the
saying though,
ball.
that was
That's facts.
That's
I don't feel like that was I don't feel like that was a bad
I
call.
can teach my class. I can miss. I can go 0 for 100 on shooting the ball into the trash can, and go in to teach my class and do an amazing job.
Facts.
I'm just saying though.
I'm just saying, man. By week 5, you can be like, yeah, I see what the guys are talking about. That's all I'm saying, brother.
Got the Iceman in this show. What's going on, my brother? Iceman, do we got you?
Yo, what up?
What's going on, my dog? How we doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing great, man. How y'all boys feeling, man?
What's up, man? What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. Still on cloud two.
Really quick, Mike. Goddamn, really quick. Give us your take on Arch Manning's season opener against against Ohio State.
Well, I mean, it goes back to our conversation last five where I was like, Hung asked me did I think the Cowboys would trade up for Arch Manning, and I'm like, no. We don't even know what Arch Manning is. Again, we see him wet the bed. It's like he looked worse as the game went on. He just looked worse and worse and worse. You got to go out and prove that shit as a quarterback. You can't just have a name and say I'm gonna come out here and you know be drafted high, be drafted in a certain I guess ranking. So you gotta go out there and prove that shit. And right now it's stock is stock.
Talk
I hear
that
you,
talk,
Mike.
Mike.
I hear you, Mike.
Come on,
You know,
Coco.
I mean that's it. That's how I look at it. It's like I'm rooting for the kid. I'm not rooting against him, but like you gotta go prove that shit.
Facts.
I definitely agree with you. So I mean,
You know.
obviously this was what you was about to say.
No, I was just saying that that's just part of the game. Like you gotta go prove that shit. You went up against a formidable foe, so it's not like you went up against some you know a team that won't be projected to have NFL starters on it or players that will contribute at NFL level. Like you played against the competition.
Because just like I told the fellas, going into the fourth quarter, I believe it was either 14-7 or 14-0.
Yeah.
This was
Yep.
a team. This was a team that just won the national championship just 3-4 months ago. You telling me
Yep.
that your defense held them to 14 throughout the entire game, and that don't look
Yeah.
that one-sided?
Yes. That's the part of the wildest part of all everything. The defense actually held them there. Like they're super explosive. So they gave you opportunity. You can't even get 17 points. So, that's the thing. Like I like to see things in real time. Fuck all the what we think gonna be. Like I like when the team play. You get to break the tape down in real time. Like yeah, they play like you were dumb. I think a lot of quarterbacks
I
stock
mean,
rolls this week. Jalen Daniels, I think his stock rolls. I think Colorado's quarterback his stock rolls. I think Underwood's stock is continuing to rise. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Blue.
for sure. Oh, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, just certain guys I seen. I couldn't see everything because I just got married yesterday, so I was in rehearsals and preparation for all that good stuff. But it's just like, bro. But what I see, like a lot of quarterbacks have to work with.
Do y'all think Arch still has the opportunity to play himself into the Heisman conversation?
I do. You got to get his hands back in order. I don't know what he did in the off season, but he just looked off. Like he don't really have big measurables anyway. Like he's not that fast. He's not really that gifted as far as as a passer. I don't think. But he looked way better than he looked last year. Like just like right now. So he got to get back to the fundamentals. But I do think that Texas will be a late bloomer team. They'll probably come on later in the year. It's gonna be a tough team. They're gonna be a tough team to take out anyway. But Sarkisian, he got our coach too. That's one thing that's not been talked about enough. You led the Maverick Christian, opening day, I guess, so to speak, of college football. So on Maverick Christian, he really outcoached that man, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so
I
the
mean,
look they
the
gave,
guys,
bro, that was NFL type shit.
because the guys were saying, how Matt Patricia, is an NFL coordinator, and he put together a
Yeah.
good game plan and stuff like that. But I just
Yeah.
feel what you're saying. I mean, bro, do he got the pedigree or do he not got the pedigree? It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he got the opportunity to eat. Like I said, his stock is just definitely dropping. You gotta have the goods, man, against good teams. That's when those moments are made. People try to figure out like what's the criteria for Heisman or MVP. It's like I always go with the moment. If you playing against the best of the best, how did you look? What did you do? That's why Cameron was so crazy because they played against the best of the best to get there, and nobody beat them. Like Jeff Johnson was the same way. When they beat USC, USC in the title, like it was unbelievable because nobody thought they could do it. And the way Vince Young played in that game is like, yo, when the chips was on the table, he rose to the occasion. These guys have to take advantage of these opportunities. So I'm happy we get these early games where his competition is not like they played Lola or Maryland or something like that or some ass team like Wagner or something. They played a
Yeah.
legitimate team. So we want to see what it's a litmus test. We want to see what they're looking like. You know?
Rez, the question was, do you think Arch?
I'm the kid though.
We can't really hear you, Mike. We can't really hear you.
What up, bro?
Oh, I apologize. I got the air on. My bad, dog.
No, I was saying though, the question, Rez, was, do you think Arch can still play his way into the Heisman conversation?
Oh, for sure.
You asking me?
Nah, I think
Red.
we don't have a clear Heisman front runner. We don't have a clear Heisman front runner right now. So, like, he absolutely can play himself into that position. Unless somebody just comes out and takes it. But nobody had a good enough first week that we're like, oh no, this guy definitely has to be the number one guy. The guys who are all the favorites did to bad.
Well, Norris Sellers had a decent game.
He didn't have a great game. He never, oh my God, this is the guy game.
He was trucking niggas.
Unless you think he did.
I'm not
I mean,
saying
he's a star. He did what he does.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's my point. It's like, if somebody takes it and runs off with it.
Did we lose you? We got everybody else?
I'm still here. Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, we good.
All right.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, so,
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. I'm going to turn my camera off because it's doing some weird stuff.
Keep going. Keep out the you still good.
So, Cowboy Mike, I heard that as a defense, y'all had somewhere around 50-something sacks last year.
We did.
As a team.
Yes.
And I think they said about half of those came from one player.
I mean, my guy had, I think he had like 14 sacks.
14 sacks came from one player, and the rest came from another four or five. It don't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really, like, we had a lot of production at that spot. Again, I said this shit on the pod last time. Like, niggas keep acting like that we didn't have production last year. And our defense was ranked 23rd. We was like behind. I think we were like one behind Carolina to give us the most touchdowns. So like we shined there like far as playing like getting sacked, but we couldn't stop the run. You know, our defense is basically, you know, it was subjugated to giving them big plays. But like getting to the quarterback wasn't an issue. That's all Micah does is sack guys. He don't really stop the run. And we drafted a guy this year. So it's like, yo, like I never understood why Micah was doing the shit he was doing. Like, bro, You gotta read the room. You gotta know where you are and how valuable you are in that space. And you're not that valuable at this point in time, as they view you. Not to say I think you're talented, but like it comes to like when you're one of those guys, you gotta have that leadership quality. You gotta like galvanize the team. You gotta be a team leader. And he wasn't one of those guys that people wanted to follow.
I definitely feel that. So I mean, obviously, nobody's gonna say that the team is better off without Michael. But do you feel like in the long term that addition by subtraction is better in this situation?
Yeah, I do believe so. I think the Cowboys realize that. They realize finally, like, yo, he's somebody that we just don't want to pay. Like, yo, he's somebody that we just don't want to pay.
You said they got somebody they don't want to pay.
It's an echo, I think.
Yeah,
is it? No, I mean. Yeah. No, I said I feel like he was somebody that they just didn't want to pay. Like they looked at him just as like, you know what? Like again, they had to re-up on Bland too. That's one thing I forgot to mention last part. I'm happy you sent me that, John, too, when he got signed. Bland was also up for a deal. Quiet as kept. You know what I'm saying? So like it's him and it's another player. I can't think of his name though. I know Turpin's up for a deal. Ferguson was the other one. Yeah, Ferguson already got paid. So those two were coming into the season. They were on their fifth year option as well, as far as rookie deal. So they like I think Micah came in the same class as Ferguson, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that they were gonna look to take care of those guys because those guys have been extra productive. Like there's nothing you could tell DeRon Bland. Like the nigga had, as much as I wasn't high on him, his production screamed like, yo, you gotta pay me. Like Mr. Pick Six, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's that good of a corner, but I respect him enough to say, yeah, I'm happy we did take care of him. Because he earned it at least.
Because I mean, like I said, I'm not mad at it. Because I mean, because just like Trey Diggs, he's really only had one good year, and then he gets hurt. Not he gets hurt, but he gets hurt. And then DeRon Bland, one good year, and he got hurt, and now y'all pay him.
Yes. That's the conundrum. It's like, damn, what do But by trade Michael, we saved $40 million. So like that's a mop in the bucket because again, he's a re-sign. So that money not gonna come on to the books until next year. So whatever he got fully guaranteed, he's gonna take for this year. Is the next net pay for the next up and coming season, then he'll get his new money. You know what I'm saying? So like they're doing a really good job with maneuvering. It just depends on what are we gonna do in the middle of the season. That's what I'm looking to see if they really want to win or not. Because I don't think they really want to win personally. But I would be if we decide to go get somebody, and like JT we talked about last part, like that'll be interesting to me. Okay, we got a running back that's all pro, or if we go get a cornerback that's a really good corner or something like that. Who knows? Or we go get a safety. Like y'all just let Peppers go. I would have picked up Jabril Peppers for at least $5 million. Why not? He can tackle, smart. You know what I'm saying? Like. To me, so it depends on what they do going forward. They'll show me if they really want to win or not. If you just stand back with this team, I don't think they can win a Super Bowl. We barely might win a division, maybe. So man, it's very interesting. I'm excited. I hate to see Michael go, but yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot that went into it. Than it's just we just traded Michael Parsons. Like nah, it's a lot that went into it.
Hasn't Overshawn been paid as well?
Yeah, Overshawn got to get paid after next season.
Oh, I thought he got a job. All right, cool. So he about to get paid.
Because he had back-to-back ACL injuries. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a proof. That's why they kind of slow walking him. He might play probably after week 4, week 5. But again, he's an impact player like Mike is. They're looking at the thing from a bigger perspective. Like Leah Fowler is a really good linebacker. Shout out to Jack Sanborn. It's so many guys that we have on the team that are, Izuka just got paid. So they're looking to lean on certain guys. And I understand why they're like, yo, we just paid Dak the highest amount of money, bro. We need to lean on you. Fuck all the bullshit. Like you and CeeDee Lamb got to get this shit clicking. And we gave you GP to a trade. GP, excuse me. So yeah, I don't want to hear no. Oh, y'all let my go. I don't want to hear that shit. We got enough to make something happen. Go make it happen.
But,
No, that's right.
And
but
I
this
feel y'all
is
when y'all come to. I'm starting to feel the same way y'all when it come to Dak, bro. You gotta show and prove, bro. I don't want to
yeah,
see no mediocre shit. I'm trying to see them numbers, nigga.
yeah, bro. No bullshit.
You heard? It's time. It's time. I'm gonna be right with y'all when it comes to him and if he on that same old bullshit, throwing bad interceptions and starting the game off slow. Nah, bro. Nah, that's not it.
It's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be that guy.
Yo, you've been in the league for 8 years now, 9 years now. I want to see MVP type play. You can't be perfect, but I want to see a better play than I've seen in the last 2 or 3 years.
Do you feel like the NFC East could field 4 teams at or around 500 this season?
And they could, brother. They could. I want to see how the Giants look week 1 versus the Redskins. But, man, we know what the Redskins going to be. They got Daniels. You know they're gonna be there for sure. They need their defense offensive line to step up. But the Giants, Philly gonna be there for sure. They're gonna be hungry. I think they're gonna take a couple losses early, so we kind of motivate them. I think they're gonna be a tough to beat later on in the year.
Yeah.
But like the Giants defensive line, their defense gonna be hungry. Like, bro, you got Russell. At least Russell keep you in the game. Russell ain't gonna he might not win you
Yeah.
the game, but he ain't gonna come out and throw 7 picks, 4 or 5 picks in the game. He
Yeah,
might take a couple bad sacks, something like that, but he's still Russ, bro.
and they got Malik Neighbors, dog.
Malik Neighbors, just throw that nigga the ball in any area. I think he's that good. He might creep into my top 10 this year.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You
He's
know,
definitely
so
he's one of the best receivers in the NFL.
what you think though? You think 500 for everybody in the division?
Like I said, I got the Giants come out week 1 against the Commodores, but I mean, like you said, bro, Russell Wilson. I don't think Russell Wilson is gonna cost you any football games.
I don't either.
I don't think he's gonna cost you any football games, and I think the Giants is gonna have one of the best front sevens in the entire NFL. I mean, the NFC is definitely gonna be a dogfight. I can see the Giants maybe posting anywhere from 6 to 8 wins.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
anybody is gonna be the imposter, I'm sorry to say it, Dakota Mike. If anybody's gonna be the imposter, I think it's gonna be the Star.
It's gonna be who?
The Star.
Oh man. Okay. I can dig it.
I feel like the offense is still gonna be good. I feel like this is gonna be one of the best offenses that we've seen from Dak Prescott.
Okay. Okay.
What was y'all
I'm
record
hoping
that
so.
year? What was that record y'all that year he threw for 5,000?
I think it was like, but the 5,000 I think it was like 12 and 13. I remember 13 and 3. I think it was 13 and 3. I think the first year was 12 and 4. I think. No, not 12 and 4. Excuse me. That's more than that's 17 games. No, what were we? Yeah, let me look it up. Hold on. I think it was 13 and 3 if I'm not mistaken. That was 2023.
Yeah, the year he threw for 4,900 yards, y'all went 8-8. That was his 4th year. That was 2019.
Okay.
And then he threw for 4,400 yards in 2021. Y'all went 11-5. And then
5. Okay, gotcha.
2023, he led the league in completions and touchdowns, and he threw for 4,500 yards. Y'all went 12-5.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at right
You
now.
definitely
Yep.
got the numbers. You definitely got the empty calories.
And won the division for sure. So yeah, I mean, it's predicated on his arms, in my opinion. Like we go as far as Dak Taylor. I've been saying since day one. Even when Zeke was there, bro. Dak is the key. If he ain't doing it, then yeah, bro, it's gonna look real suspect.
Yeah, I mean, Dak Prescott, I feel like it's definitely riding on him. I feel like again, this could be one of his. I feel like this could be one of his best seasons. I just don't know if the Dallas defense is gonna show up.
Yeah, bro. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I don't know anything. I have no clue. Like, I think I think our D line has been busting their ass since day one. I just think the fact we got the middle secured. Now hopefully that's gonna tell the tale a lot because he gonna push the what is it, Kenny Clark? He gonna push the pocket. You know what I'm saying? And he a guy who can get off blocks. And I think he will help Mozzie Smith out a lot too.
Yeah.
Like because Mozzie been struggling, bro. Like I just think a lot of his technique with him. You know what I'm saying? So a guy that they can show you kind of what to do, and then kind of motivate you as well. That goes a long way. I like the way Kenny Clark just carry himself. Even in his first interview, he just carries himself as a straight leader. Like, yeah, I'm coming in to do X, Y, and Z. Off the foot injury, like, yeah, I had rest. I'm ready. Like, motivated.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to get back. He said, I want to get back to that all pro level. I'm like, okay, here we go. That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna be a fun season. To get we start this Thursday too. So y'all, I don't know where y'all want to watch the game at, but I'm trying to do something as I get off, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to do something.
Come on, the Philly jump.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. September 4th. What's up with it?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I know my birthday on Wednesday, fellas.
Oh man, okay.
That, bro. We tried to link you last year, big dog. What's going
on
with it?
I know, right? I should have came up there today type shit. I ain't doing that. I work tonight, but yeah, we definitely got to get something popping.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Definitely. I got to come up there, goddamn it.
Before I ask this question, fellas, I gotta know, man. How we looking for tonight? We looking good for tonight?
Maybe.
Maybe. Probably not. I work tonight, so I'll probably be listening for everybody else. I'll probably be watching it.
All right, I might gotta.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might get. It just depends. I might just kind of be in the comments for a second and then kind of join in afterwards because me and my lady be in the hotel and shit. You know what I'm saying? My daughter be there too, but
there's no problem.
I don't know.
And our family first, bro. You good? The pod gonna always be there, goddamn.
Yeah. I'm like, I can sneak off though. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know like what time. It depends on what time I get on.
Yeah. No bullshit. All right, well, yeah, we approaching that hour mark. Goddamn, I'm gonna just go ahead and save that one for when we can get the full panel back because I think that's a good conversation. I had heard something, and it had piqued my interest. Because you know what I'm saying. I be saying certain things about other players, and I just never heard the narrative surround this guy. So you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna save it. I ain't trying to build up the suspense or nothing, but I'm gonna save it.
You definitely did. You got me going. I'm ready.
Yeah, that was my fault, but goddamn, look, man, we approaching that hour mark, man. We about to roll the windows down, let the smoke out, man. Look, hey, this has been the motherfucking Monday lunch meeting. I had the gang in here. My dog, he goes by many names, but we call him the one. Mike, Pod, my dog, Dallas Mike, Dakota Mike, Cowboy Mike, DJ Mike P representing live in the building. And also, congratulations, my brother, Standard Setter, my dog, on the motherfucking holy matrimony, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations again.
Thank you, brothers, man. Thank you. Definitely means a lot, bro, man. Yesterday was phenomenal, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Absolutely, bro.
Yesterday was God is super gracious and good for sure.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah. And I got my dog, man, past Nation Roomy Road, man. My motherfucking brother in this motherfucking dog.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can catch the hot box Monday, Thursday, and Friday nights, man. We rolling the windows down. We letting the smoke out. But above all else, fuck Aaron Rodgers. Fuck Kevin Durant. Fuck Rudy Gobert, a.k.a. Rudy Chamberlain. And fuck Tyler Perry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, rolling the windows down. We letting the smoke out, man. Smoke with us.